I hope you're ready for some crafting once again. This week, we are talking about the gospel story where Jesus emphasizes to his disciples that we want to welcome all people, that we love little children, that we love everyone. And so I have three pretty simple crafts that have to do with the topic of welcoming and sharing the love of Jesus. It's been a theme a lot lately, but it's an important one to remember. So you're going to need a few key items that you likely have handy. Some decorative supplies, markers, crayons, colored pencils, stickers, etc. Definitely a good pair of scissors, some glue. I recommend the Elmer's for this one. You can also use a glue stick for part of our activities. Some tape, a paper towel or toilet paper tube, a couple of paper plates, yes, several pieces of paper, and a couple other optional items that you will see very soon. The first thing we're going to make is very simple, and we are going to make a welcoming hands together type of craft. So what you're going to do for this is where you'll need your several pieces of paper. So what we're going to make is we're going to make some hands that come together in a welcome sign, kind of a banner of hands. Now you're going to take a few pieces of paper, choose what colors you like, and you're going to stack them together. And once you have stacked your papers together, you're going to choose a hand. And you're going to trace the hand onto the paper. So you're going to put it onto the top of the stack, and then we're basically going to cut out all of these at once, as many as you can. Now, one option is that you can fold your papers over. However, it can get tricky because you have to really make sure you're cutting out each finger when you fold it. Otherwise, when you open it up, it just looks like a bunch of tree branches. It doesn't actually look like a hand. So this way, we'll have multiple colors that can then go together. Clearly, that's not the best hand ever. Really, Kat? Are you going to get my shot again? Okay. Sorry, no pause allowed in this one. All right, so once you've got your hand traced, you're going to cut through that stack. Now, depending how many beautifully colored hands you want, it might be easier to do a couple of papers at a time rather than the entire stack all at once. Or maybe you've got a good solid pair of scissors and some flimsy paper, and you can cut through your whole stack. And once you've got your hands cut out, the next part of this adventure is you are going to either need some glue stick, or tape, or perhaps a stapler. And you're going to be putting your hands together in a nice, lovely line. So you've got your hands, and you're going to flip that one you traced over so you don't see those lovely lines anymore. And now you're going to kind of line up your hands. And again, choose how you'd like to arrange them. And choose how you would like to put them together. You can use simple tape. That's going to be the fastest way. A stapler would be pretty fast too. You can glue them, but then of course you'll have to wait a minute for them to dry. Now you've got your welcome banner hands. And at this point, you can decorate them however you'd like. So you might choose to write the words or the letters to spell welcome. Or perhaps you want to put another message on there, a Bible verse. Jesus loves everyone. Open your hands to the world. There are many choices, but there you have your lovely welcoming banner. And then, of course, you are welcome. Welcome. You can put some pipe cleaners on the sides and hang this up somewhere, or you can simply tape it or hang it. You've got options there, but there you have your lovely welcoming hands sign. So that's simple craft number 1. Now, the next craft is also pretty simple. You're going to need your paper towel tube. You're going to need some paper once again. And this time we're going to be making a red carpet. So, just as those famous Hollywood stars walk the red carpet when they're coming to a show, we're going to make a little red carpet of our own. And you can make this as elaborate or as simple as you prefer. Basically, you're going to connect or get a really long piece of paper, and it does not have to be red, but it probably should if you want to make a red carpet. Maybe your carpet's blue, maybe it's green, but you're going to connect these papers with tape if need be, or with glue, or with staples. And then you're welcome to decorate these papers in whatever way you choose. So maybe you want to put some star stickers on there. Maybe you want to write a special message. Welcome, roll out the red carpet. We honor you, we value you, we care for you. Lots of options, of course, as with everything. Then, once you have decorated your lovely red carpet, you are going to attach it to your tube. And this can take on a variety of things, really. This can become a special invitation to a party or to a Zoom meeting or to an event. This can become just a kind letter that you want to share with someone. Maybe it's an announcement of some sort. So once you've got it adhered to your tube, you can roll that up. And then you can roll out the red carpet, and voila, you have your message or your invitation or whatever you prefer there. So, red carpet. Now, this next one is the fun one. So, bear with me here, it's gonna get weird. You're going to need your plate. Now, we're going to make this plate into a bouncy decoration that also happens to remind us of an aspect of God's love. So, coming back at you to remind you of God's love, you're going to take your paper plate, and you're welcome to decorate it and add some color, or you can do the really weird creative thing that I did here, which is we're going to add some corn. Yes, corn, but not just any corn. We're going to talk about popcorn. Why are we talking about popcorn? Well, you can turn this into an extra little lesson or message if you like. See, popcorn starts as just an itty bitty teeny tiny seed kernel. And then when it gets heat, it gets filled up with that heat. And it's so filled up that it just bursts and turns into something wonderful. So when we are filled with the love of Jesus, we get so excited and vibrant about it that we can't help but just bursting open and sharing that with others. It's a stretch, but it's a fun stretch. So we're going to be gluing on some popcorn and maybe some kernels and maybe even some candy corn. Don't ask me where I got candy corn in June. It's okay. I promise. It's totally fine. So you're going to take your plate and we're going to cut it. So we're going to cut it kind of in a funky spiral because we're going to make what I call, in the high-tech terminology, a boing boing decoration. That's definitely an official term. Anyways, we're going to cut in a spiral pattern. So starting at the outer edge, we're just going to spin as we cut. This is something older kids should be fine with. Younger kids may need a bit of assistance. We're going to kind of spin it like it's a snail or a cinnamon roll or something else that is spirally shaped. So we're going to just cut it. And you can have this wider, of course, or you can have it thinner, however you prefer. And again, if you don't want to stick the popcorn on, if that's just crazy, or you don't have popcorn because you hate the way the seeds get in your teeth, or you don't have candy corn because it's June, you are more than welcome to put stickers on it, to decorate it, to do it however you like to do it. Strongly encourage you to add a little verse or a caption to remember why you have this strange, random, boing boing decoration. Now, in addition to the popcorn being just fun, this is also something you can hang out to kind of remember, oh, it's fun. It's like a party atmosphere. I'm welcoming everyone to my fun land of party action. So you have your cut out streamer decoration here. And now we're going to take some glue. Highly recommend, if you are going to put something on here, use the Elmer's rather than the paste, rather than the stick, because it will just stick better. And so we're going to glue on my seeds, or my kernels, or my whatever I'm doing here. And obviously, it's going to take a minute for them to dry. Really? Really? At such a time as this? And if you do use something heavier, you might need a stronger glue, or it might just not stick on there, or your cat might come and eat it. You never know. But we're going to just arrange these. And of course, you can also add some fun colors, some glitter, something else that reminds you of being welcoming or sharing God's love. You could add some pretend water droplets, because in our Bible verse, Jesus says, if you give a glass of cold water to these children, you are welcoming them and welcoming me. So maybe you've got some water droplets to remind you of that wateriness. Again, up to you. Exercise creativity and fun. And once your wonderful popcorn has dried, which obviously this has not yet, you are more than welcome to add a string or a pipe cleaner and a verse. In fact, highly recommend adding the verse. And then you can choose wherever you would like to hang this lovely, very random piece of artistry. So maybe you want to put a pipe cleaner in to hang it up. Maybe you want to put a string in to hang it up. You might need to snip yourself an extra little hole in order to fit that through. And then you've got your wonderful artistic spirally popcorn hanger. Now, I guarantee you, seeing as how it has not quite dried, if I lift it up now, the popcorn will likely fall off. So we're going to let that dry there. But again, it's our fun decoration. You can make it lovely. You can make it colorful. As always, make it fun and make it your own. And do your thing. Choose one of these crafts. Choose all of these. Choose none of them. It's all about what works best for you, for your audience. Have a great time. Make some crafts. Make some disciples. We'll see you next time. Right? Right.